Welcome to another episode of Never Offline. We're so excited for this episode.
This episode is gonna be so fun.
I don't think. Well,
I told Kim she needs to lead this episode, so she better start getting to it because
usually Morgan takes the lead, so I thought we were taking lead like
today
later.
she's taking the lead,
But she's like, oh, right now. Okay, I'm
There you
clocking
go.
in.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys know this information about us, but we're kind of secret Swifties.
Yeah. Well, I think I mentioned it in another episode where I don't say that I'm a Swiftie because, no offense, I just don't associate myself with that demographic. But I'm a Taylor Swift fan of. I'm a fan of her music. I'm a fan of her too, here and there, but I'm a fan of her music down.
Oh, we
Yes.
love her.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should just start getting into like our origins of our like kind of relationship with Miss Taylor Swift.
Yes. And I can actually start that.
Okay.
So I, like everyone, always... Okay, I feel like my first, like, understanding of Taylor, not to go back to One Direction, as our last couple episodes have been, but my first, like, recollection, I think, was it 2013 that they were dating? That was, like, my first, like... Oh, this is Taylor Swift. She's dating Harry Styles. I wasn't one of those crazy fans that cared if my fave was, like, dating a celebrity. Like, I didn't care too much. But
you were healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, that was not me back in the day. That was not me. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I didn't care. So I was like, okay, period. Like, girl. But obviously I knew her music. Because this was like, what? I don't know. Right after, in the middle of Speak Now, maybe. I don't know. I'm looking like a fake, like, fan right now. But that was, like, my first, like, understanding of her music. I remember, like, 6th or 7th grade, Shake It Off was, like, super big. We literally sung that in chorus for, like, our Barnes & Noble night. Like, 3 years in a row we sang that song. And we were getting tired of it. But, yeah, Shake It Off was everywhere. Blank Space was everywhere. And at the time, like, young, whatever, like, I just didn't care too much about it. Like, I liked those hits and stuff. Bad Blood music video, though.
Oh.
Zendaya was in that music video. And I'm a writer's die for Zendaya. So I was like, okay, let me tune in. Love that song. Love that music video. One of the most iconic music videos ever because Selena Gomez was the villain. It was too good. But it wasn't until freshman year, 2017, when a little album called Reputation came out. And I was like, hold on. Let me tune in. Because I was like the drama and stuff. I don't like Kanye West. I like his music, but I don't like him. And I didn't really like Kim Kardashian. So I like took Taylor's side immediately. So I was like getting into the lore of like why she disappeared and like why she was like she deleted her whole Instagram and why there were snakes and why her thing was black. Like I was trying to get into the lore. I wanted to know. Listening to Rep, I was hooked. I was hooked. I knew I loved this album and it's my favorite album still. Right after Folklore. But yeah, ever since 2017, like I've been like previously like knowing about her in and out, blah blah blah, not really caring too much, knowing her songs. But I wouldn't say, like, until 2017, like, was when I really became a Swiftie down.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I thought you were, like, a fan for a lot longer than since Rap.
Always, well, you know what? I was obsessed with her music video for Love Story. Because I think, was Lucas Till also in that? Because I know Lucas Till was in the one where she had brunette hair. Which song? Oh, Love Story. Yeah, Love Story. Yes, the same music video. Lucas Till was in that. So, yeah.
Period. I guess I can start. I'm more of a recent fan, so maybe you can put me on the stake if you want, whatever. But I've also always just been like casually listening to Taylor. Like if you're like anywhere, you're gonna hear Taylor.
Hear her music.
So I've always like loved her songs, but I've never just like considered myself a fan of her in the first place. Roll around to when Midnight's rolled out.
Oh, period. That's recent.
Very recent, so like about 2 years ago. And I heard Lavender Haze, and I was like, this lady has something else going on, and I don't know. I didn't know. I was unfamiliar with what she had. And my friend Jacob Bauer. Oh, we have to talk about him later, but my amazing, beautiful, fantastic friend Jacob Bauer is the biggest Taylor Swift fan. I don't think he likes to also be considered a Swiftie either. But he's a huge fan. He put me on. He guided me through everything. And again, I'm just like in love with like 1989 folklore. I'm like full blown like love her music and stuff like that. And I've just really been wanting to go to the Eras tour. And I was just like, oh, it's going to be impossible to get tickets. And I'm literally living in Florida right now. It'd be perfect. I could go to Miami. And then, should we get into it? How?
Like that immediately? Okay. Well, I guess this is like still early stages of our friendship. If you recall, we talked about one meeting that we had where we literally talked for like 4 hours in a cookie shop. I don't know if we talked about that, but we were in a cookie shop just like talking. And then I was just like, oh my gosh, Kim, want to go to the Eras tour? And she was like, what? I was like an extra ticket that I just had because my best friend Nalini, who we went with, we saw her when she went in Tampa last April. And then we were like, okay, we have to see her again. This time we wanted to bring my little sister, but then we got an extra ticket because we were going to sell it. And we did sell it, but we were going to sell it for like triple the amount probably. We were trying to make a bag, but we were just struggling to sell it. Probably God being like, girl, that's devious. And also because he had a plan in store. He was like, you're going to meet someone, so just wait, give it to her. And it was Kim.
Okay,
period.
But no. The way Morgan is explaining is a lot better. But I was kind of, she told me, you were telling me about Sabrina and how she couldn't get tickets for Sabrina.
Oh, yeah.
But then she was like, oh, I got tickets for Eras. I have an extra ticket. And I was like, how'd you get an extra ticket? Like, don't even say that out loud because someone's going to jump you outside this cookie place and take that ticket from you. So I was kind of like sending signals. She's making it sound like she was really nice. No, I was like, well, I'll take the ticket.
Really? I feel like I just wanted to give it to you.
No. I was like, I was shooting my shot.
No, she was doing psychology where she was like,
that's what I'm saying.
Psychology.
You're making it sound a lot better. I was like, I can take that ticket if you want. Like, she was like, should I call Nalini right now? I was like, yes, you should call Nalini right now.
Nalini, and I was like, hey, this is Kim. We're going to give her the ticket.
I was like, how much is it? And like, Nalini was like, oh, like $50 million. And I was like, what organs do you want? Because don't even worry about it. I got you. But then Morgan forgot about it for a while.
It was always her ticket.
I know, it was always my ticket. But then I was like, she was like, oh, yeah, you can have the Eras ticket if you want. And that's when we went to Bellows for the photos. She was like, you can have the ticket. And I was like, okay, Mary, don't even worry about it. I got you. I was like, don't even worry about it. I got you. So Morgan's making it sound like very nice, but I was like, I was jumping.
I always wanted to give it to you.
You definitely were, but Morgan kind of forgot about it because like Morgan's a busy gal, so she forgot about it. But it was on my mind, and I was waiting for her to like open up because I didn't want to seem like, okay, give me the ticket.
And then the night that we were making the shirts is when was it you or me that I was like, you can pay whenever.
Oh yeah, it was you.
Yeah, because I was like, it's coming around the corner. Like, anytime she's ready to pay for it. Literally the day of, she could have.
Yeah, but they were very nice to let me go with them, and it was honestly some like fate type of thing going on.
100%.
It was crazy.
How would I just like have an extra ticket to the Eras tour
in Miami and they couldn't sell it? I was like, how do you not sell that? That like, made no sense.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay, one more anecdote about like origins. So when I was getting into Taylor during Midnight's era, a thing I saw about Taylor, I don't know if you know, if you're like really into her lore, that she has this photo of like of her on the internet circulating of her in a geisha, in a whole geisha outfit garb.
Yes, I think it was an SNL sketch. Was it?
No, like she went to Japan for something, and they like dressed her up like kimono, face paint, to the nines, okay? And Taylor has like wiped this stuff from the internet, and I don't know if Tree Payne's gonna come for me for saying this, I don't know, but my nickname for her and like for my friend group has always been Geisha Girl. Like that's literally my Asian sister. I don't know if you guys know. So I was like, oh, I have to get into her. Like that's literally.
No, I have a similar anecdote. Thug Story, remember?
Story, yeah, that's the SNL skit, right? Oh Lord, have mercy, this woman.
They set her up bad. I remember 2020, like, not to get into the deep times, but people were, or like 2021, people were dressing up as Thug Story for Halloween.
Shut up.
And they were like, you can't do that. Like, don't do that. And I'm just like looking at these comments, instigating, like scrolling through. Like, like, this is a met. Wait, for our Halloween, it was resurrected, like 2021, 2022.
Yes,
Like, it was, like, resurrected, and people were talking about it, and people were, like, dressing up as Thug Story.
Girl, that's
Dress
how I
up
know.
as Thug Story if you want to be with the people.
Okay, that's how I'm thinking. Our Halloween up. Your Thug Story. I'm Geisha. Don't even worry about it. But I don't know if the Japanese people. That's not my culture, so maybe they'll be mad at me for that one. But
Oh my
that is so
gosh.
funny. The way she's appropriated both. And other people
It's
made,
not her fault.
yeah,
No,
other
there's-
people made her
the
do
people
it.
around her are setting her up.
No, because
setting
in, like,
her up.
in the geisha video, she's literally sitting in the chair like this, and they're like putting on the makeup. I'm like, oh my god. So when I was I actually called this out to somebody. So we went to New York, all my friends with, and it was like a little high school trip. And on the way back home, my friend was like, we're trying to think of games to do like on the bus so we can just like pass the time quicker. And my friend was like, oh, I just had this really good game that my friend from camp had, and I just can't remember it. And for some reason, my brain just makes up the game Boner Go Home. So, you know, Smash or Pass? I was like, oh, so Boner Go Home. And I said it with conviction, like this was already an established thing. But Boner Go Home, I just made that in my
I
head.
feel like that slay is harder, though.
I'm gonna trademark that, so don't even get on that because I'm gonna make that. So Boner Go Home, and then like the word was spreading fast that we were playing Boner Go Home, and everyone was like, I want to get in this, I want to get in this. So this one girl, I got beef with her because we had beef over a senior superlative that I won, and she was mad that she didn't win it.
Ooh.
Most likely to brighten your day, and that's very much true. Thank you.
Period.
So we had a little bit of beef, but this was before that. And she's Swifty down.
Ooh.
So we were talking about Taylor Swift, and I was like, have you seen this one photo of Taylor Swift? And I flip around my phone and show her the geisha photo. Lord, this woman's face paled quick. Almost like the geisha white face paint diva, because she was like... She's like, I didn't know about that. And I was like, you know me, I'm gonna drop
This
a bomb.
is your girl. This is your girl.
That's your friend.
This is your girl. That's our girl too. Like Taylor, we're not too mad. Not too
That's
much
my
on-
Asian sister.
Not too
please.
much on Taylor. Not too much.
That's Thug Story. Thug Story is crazy. I forgot about that. Holy shit.
Oh, Thug Story. When that was resurrected, unearthed. Oh, that was too good. Too good. SNL is so messy.
Oh, they're always doing something.
Oh my.
And somehow they get like the celebrities to do it. I don't know how they do it, but they somehow do. They must have like a
Some
file of
deep-
blackmail.
Deep dirt on them. Absolutely. Yeah. Eras Tour was not our first concert though.
That was not our
It
first fun
wasn't,
experience.
because we really wanted to quickly go dive into an experience that we shared really early on again. And even though it's like this whole friendship's still very early on, but like we went through some tumultuous times. And this actually, every time I think back to it, is actually one of my worst experiences. One of them.
Wow.
I was just hot and miserable, and the music was awful.
Yeah, it was
Anyways,
pretty bad.
Our school has this like bonfire night in the beginning of like fall semester, and they usually like have some like I guess it depends on what your vibes are.
They had like last year like Coi Leray, which is kind of wild.
Color was pretty good last year, but this year they had Diesel. And if you don't know who Diesel is,
Because I didn't know either.
I didn't either. Shaquille O'Neal, yes, the 7-foot tall basketball player, is an EDM DJ, and he makes the most like hardcore ons music that I have ever heard.
He's
I
like,
think
let's shake. Like it's like really like some rage
it's
stuff.
intense. And he was on our campus, and I was like, let's go. This could be like some fun thing for the podcast. Of course, Kim's down. Oh, brother.
We did. Okay, like an hour before, I was telling Morgan, I'm like, I don't know. I like don't know what we're getting ourselves. We were like really excited, but then I was like, wait, I just feel like I have a bad feeling that something bad's gonna happen.
It was not good vibes.
And then we were walking there. It was already hot, guys. If you know South Florida, in August things should be cooling down, but we're literally in the ball sack
Things are getting
of
hotter.
Oh Lord.
Things are getting hotter, and it was so hot. We were literally walking. We were on the opposite side of the campus. We had to walk to my car which is on the other side of campus. And then we had to walk to Kim's car, which was on the other side of the campus. And then literally just the treks, the walks, so hot, so exhausted before we even got there. And it's outside, too.
Yes, because last year it was inside, and I forgot it was outside. I was like, oh, this is where the bad things are going to happen.
Yes. My freshman year was outside, and that was Florida.
Crazy.
That was actually hype. My sophomore year was inside. Last year was inside, but this year outside again. And I don't know why. Like, it's too hot for this. Please, let's stick to inside, because I literally felt like I was going to die. And the water situation, when we walked in and I saw that huge tub of just water,
I didn't see it. So Morgan already had this in her mind the whole time.
I was literally like dying but dreading having to get that water. And when I took a sip of it later in the night, hot ass water. Oh, and it tasted disgusting. It was
and
like
I don't
chemicals.
know why they didn't let water? Because even at Taylor Swift, you can bring in an unopened bottle of water.
Yeah.
But they were like, no water. We'll have water for you. Don't worry. So I was like, oh, y'all are going to have some great value
Yes,
bottles.
like little, maybe some mini bottles or something. No.
Like industrial tub of just rank water.
You could taste the microplastics.
They were major plastics in there. You could feel like the chunks of
going
plastic
down. I was like, oh, I'm not drinking this. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to die either way. And, I choose not to die on behalf of microplastics. Like, this is disgusting. But
they said they was going to start at 7, but they had 2 openers, babe. Two openers.
It's EDM. Maybe it's just us because we don't really
No,
I don't
it was
subscribe to the Unz music, so maybe that's why I was like miserable down. But like 2 hours, there were 2 openers, and it was just so long. Like no lyrics, just beats over and over.
And once there would be a good song and everyone's like starting to get hype, it would like cut to some like really bad beat, and then everyone was like, "Oh,
what the heck?"
No,
tomatoes.
Literally, people were like, "Where's Shaq? Where's Shaq? Where's Shaq?" Like that's what I'm saying. The music was just bad. Like it wasn't even subjective. Like nobody was happy. It was sweaty, stinky. It was less stinky than the tailgate, but it was still stink.
Still stink down.
Can we talk about those divas that were standing in front of us?
Oh my gosh,
I've been waiting. There were like 3 kings. There was one tall king.
Yes.
The other ones were like kind of average king, but they were king. Baby, they were there right with us,
struggling too. They were like us. They were,
but they were like statue stoic. Like they were. You remember that? They were literally just standing there, like not moving.
They were not moving. Sometimes we would like bust a little move, a little jig. They were just standing there.
And sometimes one of them would turn around just to talk, and they go right back to formation. Like it was kind of crazy.
It was so funny to witness that. But then like halfway through, we got separated. But I hope you guys are doing okay.
Oh, when I said that, like, it was last time it took forever for Koi to come on, they, like, turned around and they were, like, gagged. They were, like, I was like, yeah, last time, she didn't come on until, like, 9, 10 o'clock. And they were, like, and then went right back to place, like, serving and just standing there stoic. And I was like, okay.
Oh, my gosh.
But when he came on.
Okay, honestly, if we had just come later in the night instead of, like, seeing the 2 openers, I feel like we would have been less miserable.
We would have been great.
Yeah.
For Shorzy.
Because he actually was getting us hype. He was like, I don't know. He was like, fuck Navy. Like, what team we were going against? He was
teams.
like, fuck FIU. And everybody was like, yes, yes. And that was hype.
They were like, kill them. He was like, kill them. We were like, oh, okay. He was like, they're gonna die. We were like, oh
yes.
And I was like, this is a school-sponsored event. I was like, wow, okay.
And he was having the crowd repeat it, and I'm like, how does program board feel about this right now? Like,
no,
it was too funny.
But like, I'll insert like the opening clip. It was like magical. Like the confetti coming out, you remember?
Oh my gosh, yes, it was fun.
The actual his
when
performance
he came
was
in, it was fun.
No, he was actually really good at performing.
Yes.
And you could tell everyone was feeling, like, again, we're not.
We were all waiting for him, that's why.
Yeah. But again, that's not our music taste, and he was, like, killing it. Yes. I was really enjoying myself.
He was, like, getting the crowd engaged and was playing good beats, uns. Like, it was good.
And he came out in
Go
pajamas.
again.
He was like in a tank top and like red flannel pajama pants. I was like, damn, okay.
Oh my gosh, that's too good. Shaq, you kind of slayed.
We'll have
Would
you on
I
the
go
podcast.
again? Probably
If you're
not.
the only one performing,
Oh,
and it's like
maybe.
AC, don't worry.
And if
about
we're
it.
behind there, like the girls in the back, like Ashton and Alex Earl, like in the back.
Oh my god, we're like the DJ girls. Oh, we're like Boiler Room, like Kate Tronada.
Oh, if it was some Kate Tronada ass like kind of beats, I would have been there.
Oh,
I
you
would have
would've
been
been
to the front, fighting to the front. But yikes. But you know, like Shaq, if you are having something, like we would love to be there
Don't worry
to
about it.
support you.
We
No,
got
worries. Yes. But Shaq was funny. That was our first concert. A little quick anecdote on that. Because it prepared us for the second one that we just endured this past weekend, Eras Tour. And Eras Tour is not no little fee. It's no little back of the yard school function. This is a stadium concert. And
61,000 people, Diva.
oh my gosh.
And we're in Miami.
Oh my gosh.
Miami, they don't play.
Honestly, driving there wasn't that bad because I took the liberty to drive. I was like,
Thank
guys,
you,
I'm gonna
Morgan.
drive everyone. No worries. Like, I won't crash us. Plus, I was just like a couple of months ago, I drove to Miami for tennis. So I was like, I'm like familiar. This is where I kind of set us up bad because I was like familiar with how to get there. So I was like, no worries, I can drive. I knew which lanes to take. However, it was a different vibe because I thought in my mind, I was like, we're not going to get parking passes because there's a whole bunch of parking there. Why did they close off the parking? That was when my anxiety first peaked. I was like, oh, I don't know where to park. I was panicking driving. I was like, I have us. I'm trying not to kill us for one. And I'm like, where am I supposed to park?
No, and she said that, and I was like, oh, so what parking pass? Like, what color parking pass? She's like, I didn't buy a parking pass. And I was like, because I literally saw the TikToks,
Because-
like, you can't park on the stadium if you don't have a parking
I
pass.
didn't know that. They didn't put that in the...
I thought Morgan knew that because, like, she was
No.
like, oh, yeah, I'm driving, and, like, you know, I've already been there. So I thought she
Because
knew.
I just assumed... No, because I have a Sun Pass thing. So I thought that I could just get into this open parking and it would have been Sun Pass parking and it would have been like $20, $30, however much to pay. And I would have paid it, like, right then and there. Like in tennis. Why did they switch it up? Just for a little concert. A little concert. Ugh. But that was like my first like stressor. So we were like driving around.
But she was handling it really well. If it was us, I would have crashed the car with all of us in it. Sorry, Kennedy. Sorry, Nalini. Like, y'all would have been gone.
Over. We would have been on the news. Yeah, but we were just driving around because Nalini and I went in Tampa, and so we parked in like a residence like yard and paid him $20, and then we just had to like do a little bit of a walk. But so we were trying to figure that out. We were trying to go into a neighborhood like right next to the stadium, like the next street. But there was a freaking cop that was like, so what are you doing? And I was like, oh, just dropping off. And he was like, yeah, you can drop off right here. And I was like, okay, leave me alone. So I went around. I saw this guy in this golf cart and he was like, yeah, you can follow us, blah, blah, blah. It's like $30 or something. But there's like parking like right across from us. So I was like, okay, like another lady was doing parking. This is when my anxiety peaks again because when we went up to her, she was like, yeah, it's like $40 on the side of the road, $60 inside. So I was like, $40 on the side of the road, $6 inside. Why is there a price difference?
Uh-huh.
Are we gonna get towed here? And there's a tow away sign
Yes.
right there. There's a tow sign, and I was like, "Are we gonna get towed?" And she was like, "No, we're gonna block it off."
No, it was like cut. She was like, the energy she was giving was like kind of, because we pulled
Uncertain.
up, because she pulled up and she was like, oh, you guys were with us yesterday. With us yesterday? We were like, so y'all been running this scheme for a long
For
time?
how long? Every concert probably they have a little thing going on. And I was like, no, we weren't here yesterday. But the guy just told us to go up, and she was like, okay, yeah. She told me the price, and then I was like driving to the front because we were the first car, I think, to like go to her. And I'm like driving, and I'm like telling Nalini, I'm like, should we do it here? And I was like, is it 20? Like, why is there a $20 difference? Like, what is the luxury difference of $20?
Like, are we gonna get scraped?
Are
like,
we gonna get towed? Like. And I didn't even think about it, but now I'm thinking about it. Could we potentially have gone robbed? Like,
wait, I didn't even think about that. I thought it was just like, oh, like just parking on the outside will be like harder to park, and like there might be a chance that you'll get scraped. That was my thing.
oh.
Because Morgan and them were freaking out, and I was like, I was just vibing with Kennedy, like, hey, 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 hey. And they were like freaking out, pulling out the cash. They were pulling out the cash.
We were trying to figure out like what we were gonna do.
And me and Kennedy are just like, aren't you so excited for the concert?
But eventually I was just like, you know what? We'll park on the side. Like, she seems like she's been running this operation for a while now. Like, it'll be okay. And yeah, that was just like I was just chill again. We were like walking to the stadium. It starts raining a little bit. And I'm like, okay, like a little bit of rain. And this is when Alini is like, it's probably going to rain like a lot tonight. And I checked the weather app, but the weather app cannot be trusted. And I've known this for a while now. Apple fixed the weather app. But it was saying sunshine, a little bit of wind here and there. I was like, okay, wind for the cool. Like, no rain at all.
Okay, but I have something to say. While we were walking from, like, the parking to, like, getting in the stadium, Kennedy was telling me. She was like, I don't know. I just have a bad feeling. Like, I think something bad's going to happen. And I was like, shh. Because I was telling Morgan this the week before that, again, like, every time we hang out, like, there's like always something bad happening. And obviously, like, our past concert experience wasn't good. But she was like, no, don't say that. Like, don't have that negative energy.
No, we have to be good vibes.
So I was trying to put that on Kennedy. I'm like, no, it's just going to be a little busy. Like, there'll be some lines, but don't even worry about it. It's going to be okay. Kennedy, don't worry. Because this is her first concert. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, don't even worry about it, friend.
Some lines. I have like in my mind I have a plan. Like when I'm getting there, I'm like, okay, we're gonna get through, we're gonna get merch, we're gonna get food, we're gonna sit down. She said, oh, there'll be some lines in her little spiel just now. Boy, was there a line. Because I hadn't seen anything about Miami, and if I had, I probably wouldn't have. Because why was there only one merch line?
I knew this information, guys. Like, I literally knew this. And I told them, and I was like, yeah, guys, like, there's only one merch line for everything. But if we were trying to get in, like, the doors didn't open until 4:30, so we were there, like, 4:20. And I was like, I said out loud, I was like, what is this line for? And this worker was like, oh, this is just a line to get in. It'll only take 5 minutes.
It took us, like,
30 minutes in that hot, blazing sun.
So hot to get in. Why are people lying to us? Because then we were in the line and for merch, and I was so confused about this line.
Because, guys, it was like it had to start at 111. There was this guy going like, 111. We were like, who the hell is 111?
Where is 111? Like, we were seeing this sign and it's like merch up there, and he's like 111 over there, and we're like, oh my gosh, we have to do a trek to get there. And it didn't even start at 111, mind you. Gosh. So I don't know what the heck, but this long line, I had no idea where it was going. Like, no, it didn't seem like it had any end in sight, but I thought like 30 minutes, an hour tops that we'd be standing in this line. But it was like
terrible.
Wrap around, go in, zigzags, go in a room, zigzags, more zigzag. That was the longest line of my life.
Guys.
Disney would never do that.
They at least tell you like 120 minutes, wait or don't wait. Because here, there was just, the line was so long, guys. It started on the second level where the hundreds are, but you had to go all the way down and then go all the way up to the floor, zigzag, and then go downstairs again to the merch line and more zigzag. Oh my God, guys. And I knew this information from the TikToks. People were like, literally, I had to miss Gracie. I had to miss the opener because of the merch line. And I was telling them, like, we can just buy stuff online and then, like, forget it and we can go. But people were lying to us. Like, this one woman, whoever you are, you know that lying is a sin. She was literally like with her merch bag, like, guys, I was right where you guys were, and we were waiting already for 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. She's like, I was right where you were, and it's only gonna take 20 minutes. It went so fast.
Yes.
And we were like, okay,
period. Because we really wanted, the reason why I was like not waiting for it is because I really wanted the blue the crew neck, the blue crew neck.
Oh, any fellow blue crew neck warrior survivors, please band with us to Taylor Nation so they can pay for their crimes,
because it's not on the website, the blue crew neck, and literally we're not even close to our destination at this point. We didn't even know. I think we were like an hour and a half in. We get zigzag still, and we're just a blue sweatshirt, we're almost there. We were not almost there, mind you. And this lady turns around and she goes, they actually said you're out of the blue crew necks.
Okay, but hold on, before we get to that, when, like, right after that woman told us 20 minutes, don't worry, two evil okay, one of them was a child. No! Literally no. One of them was a child and a mother. But this one evil monster cut us in line.
I forgot about that.
How could you forget? I am actually like, I'm gonna get really
she was
angry.
really mad about this.
Guys, this is not the longest line. I've waited 6 hours in line in a pleasing Harry Styles pop-up line in cold New York Soho streets. So this, I was getting the inkling. I'm like, I told myself I was never ever going to put myself in this situation again, and I'm here again with evil. I'll get a whole episode about the pleasing, because there was a whole there was like a whole food drive cutting scam that was going on.
Oh.
So I was like, that's why I was getting filled with so much hate. I'm like,
she was raging, y'all.
because it was like a child and this mother, and like her earring said like F the patriarchy. I'm like, F you! What are you talking about? F you! And I don't know if you remember, Morgan. I was like talking about Morgan. I'm like, this is a white person cutting two women of color in line.
Guys, I know Taylor does not have a diverse group, but it was bleak. It was nimble in there.
I didn't see many of my people. Let's just say that.
I don't think I can't even recall seeing anybody that was a person of color.
I think these people, there was also two other girls that cut us in line. I feel like they didn't even see us because they were like, who are...
They were like...
They probably thought we were the workers. They probably thought we were selling the t-shirts. Like, what the hell?
Because they cut us like 10 minutes after the first lady cut us. Two more girls cut us. She was like, it's my birthday.
And they were like,
you and your birthday, go to the back.
All these four people who
the
cut
cutters
us in line, they were like, oh my God, aren't you so excited? This is your first concert. I was like, I'm going to push you all off this damn stadium right now. Guys, I was telling Morgan, I'm like, I'm filled with so much
She was so angry.
and evil. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, actually, the devil was inside of me.
The
Like,
vibes... Oh, it was rancid when we were.
and then
in that
I don't
damn
know if you
line.
remember, like in the beginning, she was like kept on looking back, and I just laughed so hard. I was like, ah! And then she looked back and was like, and I was like, sorry. Because I'm like, now that you cut me in line, I'm actually going to torment you and talk right behind you because you need to pay for your crimes.
Oh,
So
my
fast
gosh.
forward, we're all the way up on this top level, zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. And we're like, looks like there's no end in sight, and we've been here for an hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, all I want is this blue crew neck. Like, I'm going to be so mad if there's no blue crew neck.
The lady says there's none.
She's like, there actually is none. I just heard.
Crash Out was about to take way. I actually felt like so mad in that moment. I was like, there's just no way. There is just no way that we stood in this line for this one single thing when we could have literally gotten the shirts online. We could have literally just gotten these shirts online.
No, literally. And I was literally telling Morgan, I was like, should I just air this place out? Like, what do I do now? Like, what do I do with that information? And then the lady, the patriarchy lady, turned around and was like, oh yeah, I wanted that one too. And I was thinking, I'm like, why do I care? Why do I care? And then she was like, oh, maybe you can just buy it online. And me and Morgan like, you can't buy it online. That's not the one thing you can't buy online.
And then she's like, eBay, resellers. We were like, you think resellers are going to be reselling tickets for $30 the same way they're going to be reselling merch for $30? No, they're going to be selling it for $500, a bajillion dollars. Please be serious right now.
And then
Please
she
be
was
serious.
literally trying to comfort me. And I was like,
And we were like, leave us alone.
like, you've committed a heinous crime against us. Turn back around. And
This is not bonding right now. We are mad.
We're bonding over our like shared anger. And I was thinking when we had to go downstairs to the merch line.
When we had to go downstairs after being in a zigzag for about like 30 minutes, I was like, where the hell are we going right now? I thought that door that we were about to go through was the merch. There was going to be a booth.
There's
and
a
there's going
table.
to be people there. Why were we sent downstairs? And into some huge room.
It was like a
split in
convention
half.
center.
It was a convention split in half, and there was zigzag lines again for both sides. I can't believe this. Hard Rock Stadium, I actually have beef with you because that is actually so stupid to have one merch line when you have a bajillion booths all throughout the stadium.
They literally had like food like stands everywhere. Y'all could have been selling t-shirts.
1, 2, 3 of those could have been some merch. Please. Oh my gosh.
Guys, I've like been to a stadium. Like I've been to Beyonce Renaissance. merch was maybe 20 minutes long. Nothing was sold out.
Yeah.
I literally just don't
know. Like, how? And even if we did go on the third night, like, does Louisiana just not have any right now? Like, do they not have blue sweatshirts? Like, tap into the NOLA funds and get me a damn blue crew neck.
There. Just, like, get a screen printer and start making it work.
Get to work there. Like, y'all need to bring a factory with you. You got these billions of dollars you've gotten with this Eras tour. Bring a factory. Like, oh my gosh. I was so mad. So mad.
It's been 2 hours, friend.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
We're so happy.
I'm actually like, I want to go home.
Morgan's handling it better than me because I almost cussed somebody out earlier, so. Barely. We wanted you, Queen, but you weren't here.
But we were like, let's leave, just leave. But it was my sister's first concert, and I just wanted to get her a shirt there. Because I felt like, your first concert, you gotta get merch. Like, even the merch line in Shawn Mendes, that was my first concert. Oh, no. That was not bad at all. Yeah. I'm like thinking back to it. I'm like, that was so quick and easy. And in the moment, I was like, oh, this is so long. But now that I'm thinking back to it, I'm like, wow, that experience of Eras in Hard Rock Stadium, never again. Even in Tampa, I didn't get merch because they sold out of the zip up, and that's what I wanted at the time. Even then at Tampa, like the line, they had multiple booths. So I just really don't understand how Hard Rock literally thought that was a good idea. But we've been yapping for a while now.
How long is it?
35 minutes.
35? We haven't even got to the concert. Holy
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so one more thing about the merch line. When we were finally checking out, the woman is telling us, did you guys know it's pouring outside?
Oh my god. This, going back to when it was sprinkling, Nalini's like, it's gonna storm. I'm like, no way. There's no way it's gonna storm. I'm checking the weather app. We were inside that line from I don't know how long, 45 minutes maybe, coming outside. It was, the lady at the booth, she was like, yeah, it's raining outside, pouring.
She's like, did you know it's pouring? I was like, no, I don't know it's pouring. I've been here and been inside this damn room.
Inside here. She's like, $10 poncho, you can get it.
I just spent, me and Morgan just spent $50 on these shirts. I literally was like, give me an extra plastic bag for my head. And she's like, okay.
And she did. She folded up nice, cute and nice.
Yeah, and I was like, do you want one? But I don't think you heard me. I was like, do you want one for your head? But I don't think Morgan heard me.
That's why I put mine in the bag, and I just used the bag that she had given me.
Insert clip of a put in the
bag. Insert clip of us literally dying.
Girl, I don't know, but this is what Taylor Swift has me doing, okay? Thank you. Are you ready?
No! I'm not ready. I don't want to mess up my makeup.
Girl, that's why I said extra plastic bag.
I don't think our seats have covers.
No, I don't think so either.
So should we just stay here? Or let's just go to the middle, get through.
Yeah.
Okay.
We ready?
Let it go.
I was like happy and like thinking it was funny, but just know I was seething not that long ago.
It was kind of funny. Looking back, I'm like, haha. But, ugh.
And then we start walking. We're like, okay, it was about like almost 6:30 when the concert was gonna start, but we're like, okay, let's just hang out inside while it's raining. There's no point in going outside when it's raining. So we're just trying to navigate, and Morgan's like, okay, let's maybe get some food. Why is it packed Iana like sardines?
Oh my gosh, there was no decorum, there was no organization at all. We were on the second floor. Why were they having floor entrances on the second floor? Like, why aren't you doing floor entry on the floor? There were so many people in the 2000s, and then people on the floor, like all like huddled in this section, and I'm like, it was just so hard to get through. We weren't even like trying to break. We were just trying to get to our section. We were just navigating through this huge like crowd of people. It was so chaotic, such a mess. Oh my gosh.
Terrible.
Hard Rock, y'all really gonna hear from me, because where was the organization? It was the most unserious, like, chaotic thing. They're saying you're not ready for the World Cup, and I believe that.
Oh, don't.
Y'all aren't ready because y'all couldn't even do Copa America.
No, People were jumping over the walls, girl.
How are y'all gonna do the World Cup?
Oh my God.
Yeah, y'all are getting zeros from me because
A bunch of men trying to good luck. Most of us were like women. Imagine like 61,000 men
pushing through.
Oh,
No.
Y'all will be hearing from us very soon, Nikki.
Yeah, sick.
But we went down, and my mood started to lift because I saw the stage finally.
Yes, we finally got to see. Get to our seats.
And I was like, wow, I was lifting up. I was like, we were really close. We were pretty close.
Yes.
Morgan, like, that's why I'm like, later in the show, I was like, thank you, Morgan. Thank you, Morgan. We were second row, Diva.
Yes, second row in the blower bowl. Yeah, because I'm a Ticketmaster god. Like, if I can get through, I can fight for us. Like, first time I got floor for Nalini and I. What are you looking for?
My phone. Okay, you keep going. I'll find it.
First time I got floor for Nalini and I. And then I was trying to get first row because I was thinking ahead. I was trying to get pictures, and I knew it would be easier to get pictures if we were on the first row. But it was okay. We got second. It's okay. But yeah, we finally see the stage. Things are looking up. I'm like happy. I'm positive. Kennedy and Nalini, like they went inside to hide because it was raining, storming. They come back. Gracie comes on, or was it before or after it starts pouring rain again?
I think it's because we got napkins to wipe down our seats.
Yes.
So it was like there, and then I think right before Gracie comes on, it starts trickling a little bit.
Oh. It starts raining bad. And my sister's back. My sister's 13, and this is her first concert, and I'm like checking in. I'm like, are you okay? Like, do you want to go inside? In hindsight, we probably should have just gotten up and like gone and like hid, but I didn't want to move. I was tired. I was just like sitting in there with my Aerosport plastic bag on my
Roll
head.
clip.
Aerosport plastic bag on my head, literally like just sitting there. I was like, Kennedy, are you okay? She's like, leave me alone. I'm fine. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna leave you alone. If we get sick, we get sick. It's just pouring. Gracie comes out, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm not really in tune with Gracie like that. So I was actually miserable, and I feel bad because this is my second time seeing her because the second time she opened, because in Tampa she was there. And in Tampa, I knew 21. I knew I'm sorry, I only know 21 and Us, but she's there. This is just me with my hat, my plastic bag.
Guys, actually,
miserable.
I've been looking at this photo and I laughed so hard. This is
because we were waiting in the merch line for so long, we didn't get pictures. So I was trying to preserve my hair and makeup. Oh my gosh, my hair and makeup was trying to preserve it because we couldn't get pictures before. So I was like, we have to get pictures after. We need to get pictures after because my mom will kill me if I don't get pictures with Kennedy.
No, literally. Because I was also seething a bit. Well, when she came on, I'm neutral on Gracie. Morgan's not a fan.
I was hoping if you're an Epo baby. I'm sorry.
That's just fair. Yeah. But I was like, well, it's a little two concert in one. Might as well enjoy. But again, Morgan was really upset and for good reason. We just went through the same thing. But I was sitting down seething because I was like, wait, I didn't even get any photos. And
yes.
my makeup was already sliding off the bone, girl. So I was just like, it's all right. I'll just be happy. But I love you, I'm sorry. And the one that's I wanna be close. That one was
close to you.
No, because I think Close to You and Us. I told everyone in the car after, I'm like, why did she nibble? Because she actually, I'm looking back at videos and I'm like, Gracie kind of ate. And then Nalini before, she's
Nalini's a Gracie Abrams stand down.
She
was standing up
she was
in the rain, dancing, singing, hype. And I was just
she was excited.
That was not me. But Nalini was down, having fun.
But Nalini was suggesting, what if Paul Mescal is going to pop out? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, even though this episode is long. But, guys, so, yeah, Gracie performs cool. Taylor doesn't take a long time to come on. Maybe 10 minutes. She came out quick. The countdown, 2-minute countdown starts up. We're hyper excited. I'm like, okay, we're getting there. me angry because of the rain. The second that countdown started, I was up.
No, literally, I was like, what was I mad for? Where was that hate coming from?
I was like, wow, like this is life. Like, wow, Taylor Swift's about to be on my stage right now. Like, we are up. Anger gone. I was ready to go. Because one thing about me, even if I am miserable, if like during Diesel we were miserable, but we were hype. Taylor's supposed to be in front of me. You think I'm gonna be sad, sobbing? No. So she comes on. I'm screaming, of course, because I'm a screamer when I'm at a concert.
Oh, insert clip of Morgan, because I have a good clip of you singing.
Singing every single word because I know every single song, every single word down. I was so excited. I was so hyped. Even though it's my second time seeing Eras, I was like, this is just a whole new experience. And my man, Jan.
What? Oh,
Jan, my man. He was there too. Of course, best dancer.
The opener, guys, I kept on seeing it, and my friend Jacob is obsessed with it. It was magical.
Beautiful when they come on with their like those like little things, Miss Americana.
I was living, and I was literally like, I was looking off in the distance. I was like, girl, who's going to be okay? Because what was my problem? But in the back,
be okay.
there was that little girl sitting behind us screaming at like almost dog whistle pitch.
So loud.
And the music was loud.
And pitched.
Somehow she was louder, and my ears almost started bleeding.
Yes, it was that loud.
She like died down like halfway through because I think she lost it.
Yeah.
But the first couple like that
two first two eras, she was loud.
But I was like, nothing can stop me now. No one's gonna bring down my spirit.
And even when it was raining, when Taylor, it starts raining, like it's like raining on and off throughout the night. I'm like, we're like plastic bag. We're like quickly putting it back on, but we're still like, it's still standing up, like with the plastic bags over our heads, like yes.
Yeah, I didn't mind. I was like, let's get the plastic. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah,
What's
like
the
we're
problem?
okay. And what's so funny is Nalini said that when we saw her in Tampa that I wanted a rain show. I do not want a rain show. And that was like fun, cute. We were the last rain show of the era, she said.
Oh, I loved that.
When
I was
she
like,
said that. I was like,
wait.
okay, a little special for us. But like also, I'm actually miserable right now. And Taylor, I do love you, but I really would have loved if it wasn't raining.
because when you have glasses, it's such a
So
pain.
annoying.
I literally had to keep grabbing like my little cloth to like. It was such a pain.
Yeah. But is there anything you want to talk about between that? Because I jumped to style.
Oh, I just wanted to say that I just kept on thinking that it was like a simulation. I was like, this is so unreal. And I just have been seeing this show through my screen for so long. And I literally turned to Morgan and I was like, thank you so much for bringing me here. Because this is magical. I literally felt like when she was singing, like,
yeah.
I felt like
Emotional.
she was actually like my preacher, my pastor, my reverend. Like,
Yes. Don't Blame Me is my song, and that song takes me to church. So I was feeling exactly that way. When that song came on, I was like, ah.
magical.
Oh, it was crazy. It was magical.
When, because like 1989 and like Folklore and Evermore are like, those are my girls.
Mm-hmm.
My Tears Ricochet.
Oh.
That's my church song. I was screaming on the top of my lungs. Guys, like this show was just so spectacular.
It was so good. Such a good show.
My only one note is like, I needed that tolerated table. Bring it back.
Oh
Don't
my
even worry
gosh,
about it.
Please.
Did you see it in Tampa?
Mm-hmm. It was really good. And I love that dancer. He's Jamaican.
King.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him in the background. I was like, why don't you just bring out that table?
Exactly.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, but yeah, so they went through the eras, if you know, Eras toured the songs and stuff. But I want to jump to Style because that's when things were getting crazy.
Guys, that's so crazy. 1989 is my girl, but Style is actually that's my
the
song.
Yeah.
When here, no. Oh, I was levitating on my seat like I was ready.
I was getting so hype. And so
I was recording.
What's so funny is I really love to like check the Taylor Swift update accounts while I'm like there.
Okay, that's why I was like, why are you on your phone, girl? Style's playing.
No, because I was just trying to see something and I wasn't really getting that many updates, so I wasn't really checking it that much. But I see like 40 minutes ago was the last one, so I pressed it. Tell me why I pressed it. Paul Mescal, Miami Night 3 Eras Tour. I literally started screaming.
We blood curdling scream.
And I show it to Kim. I'm like, Kim. Oh, the people behind us were confused.
The people in front of us were like, did someone get killed?
They were confused why we were screaming like that. My Irish man, the Irish love of my life was just, well, he's not the love of my life. I wouldn't really say that, but I just like him being there.
Oh,
was
that's
just
mine.
like, that's her man, and I let her have him because that's her man. But him being there, I was like, wow, like, you're Connell. Because I love Normal People down. Normal People is one of my favorite books and my favorite show. So I was like, okay, Connell Waldron is right there.
That's also gag that like that's not your man like that. That's how gag because I know you're such a Normal People fan.
I know, but I don't know. Like, he's too messy for me with his little shorty shorts and his indie girls. Like, it's too much for me.
Oh, what gags me was like I forgot that Phoebe opened for Taylor.
I think Phoebe and what's her name? Gracie opened during the same time. Whew, anyways,
He can come with me the next air tour with me. Thank you.
but like just to know that he was in the same room, like in the same area, was just crazy.
And probably not far because we were like basically on the floor.
Yeah,
Diva.
we were basically 4, so he was not far away at
I
all.
literally was like, "Where is he? I'll jump over this."
Oh,
barricade. Don't even worry about it."
please, like, oh my gosh.
Oh, and during style, like you got that long hair
During
slicked back white
style,
t-shirt.
That's too funny, too good. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
But yeah, Paul Mescal being there, highlight of the night, honestly really felt like that. Oh, if we're gonna jump to, do you got something to say? She's in charge, by the way.
Oh well, if you have something else, we can do it. But I just was gonna talk about the surprise song.
That's where I was gonna go.
Oh,
next.
okay, we're linked.
Actual
obviously.
surprise of the night, the best part of the night. Oh, but I like to say something really quickly. So I hadn't eaten for a good 12 hours. And so when the end of Tortured is like, you can do it with a broken heart, I can do it with a broken heart. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I didn't really tap into Tortured like that. Like, I really only know Fortnite.
So high school.
So high school, I was singing all day. I have my, because I don't have any merch, but I do have some friendship bracelets that people gave me. So high school. But and one other song, but it was her surprise song, by the way. But yeah, so the first, I was like sick and dying, and I was like sitting down like this because my stomach was hurting me, and I was nauseous, and I was really hungry because I hadn't eaten for 12 hours. And she's like talking, doing her thing, and she's like there, and then I hear Out of the Woods start playing. I rose from my seat of sickness. I suddenly wasn't sick anymore.
No, because I felt really bad for Morgan because she looked like really like not feeling.
I felt
good.
so nauseous. I was so hungry. It was just bad. I hear Out of the Woods. I'm like, I'm like resurrected. There's just no way that 1989 was a surprise. Oh,
That's what I want to get to. I literally manifested the folklore not folklore 1989 love because I was wearing my blue 1989 dress.
yes.
It was for me. Diva.
Wait, was it Mirrorball first, or she played Mirrorball first, Out of the Woods first? Because we also got Mirrorball. Y'all wish.
Guys, can we talk about Mirrorball? Because when I was first getting into Taylor, when the line, I've never been a natural, all I do is try.
Oh, she has it on her wall.
That's why I literally was like, folklore 19, you know me, and you did this for me, and you know I was mad, and you wanted to make it up to. Guys, that's my song.
Those surprise songs were for me.
Oh yeah, they ate down. Yeah, but wait, was it Mirrorball? And because we also got Guilty as Sin. We're Guilty as Sin because that is one of the songs from Torture that I am like, Guilty as Sin is my song. And so when that played it too, oh, don't even play with me.
We were up, Diva.
We were up 10,000. The sickness I had felt was nothing. Then we also got, what else was it? It was something off of Red.
It was, no, it was all like 19 Out of the Woods. All you had to do was stay.
All I had to do was stay.
Then
yes,
Mirrorball,
Guilty as Sin. Yeah, Out of the Woods was the first that was played.
My
and
friend
I was
Jacob,
like,
I'll insert the picture.
oh my gosh. But yeah.
Because, guys, every song was for me because, like, Out of the Woods, obviously, that's special. Mirrorball, obviously, like, that was, like, my first indication of Taylor being real. And then Guilty as Sin, I have
What
this.
if these
No.
on my
All in my mind. Because me and my beautiful friend Jacob Bauer have like this crazy inside joke about Guilty as Sin. If you know Hedge Maze. Going back into the Hedge Maze. Guys, that's literally our song. And you can hear me in the video and be like, Hedge Maze! Hedge Maze! Oh my god!
Guilty as sin. Hedge maze. Oh, Jacob's gonna die.
I was up, resurrected. Like, yeah, enough for me to get through to Lavender Haze because I love that song. But it was so short. I feel like last time she played it like so long. It was like only like a couple seconds. But yeah, then the like show ended. Vigilante. I started feeling sick again. It started coming back again. Like, it was just enough for the for the surprise songs. And then I was like, oh my god, I need food.
It was a gag.
But then I was just resurrected. Enough for me to take pictures at the end of the night.
No, period. Morgan was like, come back. We had to do photos for the podcast. And I was like, okay, period. Yeah, suddenly she was back up. I was like, okay, Diva.
I had to get these pictures. I had to get them. I had to get some nice pictures.
No,
I was so
literally.
mad that
Me
literally,
too.
like, I was, like, wet and sweaty and gross from the rain and just the heat that I couldn't get any good pictures. But they came out pretty good. I like them.
That her digital camera is popping.
Oh, 2008, don't play with her. Don't play.
But me and Kennedy were talking after the show, and we were kind of thinking, we were like, kind of thought that she was gonna announce Rep TV
Literally, I thought that something was coming.
with a new outfit.
Yes.
Definitely for sure.
If Nola gets, is it tonight that starts?
Today's-
If
oh yeah, today's
they
Friday.
get Rep. Oh my god, we didn't even talk about Florence Welch coming out for Florida.
Yeah,
she
I was
came out
there.
for all of Florida shows, but she came. I mean, obviously came out, and I was just like so excited because I love Florence the Machine, and I was really hyped for that. I love
was
Florida.
gagged.
Like that's like one of my favorite songs off of Tortured. So I was just like, the first night I got like a tweet that was like Florence is on there, and I thought it was a surprise song because I remember like when Aaron Dessner would come on, he only came for like 2 nights for Florida. For Tampa shows. Thank God it wasn't one of mine. And I got to listen to Mean and Mad Woman. Not to flex on that too much either, but I thought it was just that, and I was like, if I don't get to see Florence Welch, I will be angry. But she did all Florida shows, which was nice.
Yay!
That she stayed for all 3.
It was a gag. I
Yeah.
forgot that she popped up for that one. So I was like, oh my god, that's literally Florence.
Yes, I was like, and I was waiting for her too because she comes up like 30 seconds into the song. So I was like, oh, where is she?
You were doing your
I was like,
counts.
where is she? I didn't know where she was. I was waiting. So yeah, that was fun. But I say that because Nalini texted me and she was like, Post Malone. They're saying Post Malone is
Yes.
Enola, and Nola's gonna perform Fortnite. So I'm like,
Enola.
that's the next shows.
Oh, because I heard people behind that little girl who was screeching. She was like, "Mommy, do you think Post Malone's gonna come out?" And Mom was like, "Girl, I don't know." And I was like, "They're saying that."
Yeah, but they're saying that he's gonna come out. And then there was something like on the stadium that was black. So they were saying, or was it green? Something in the stadium that was like green, and they were like Snake Reputation. So if we miss Rep announcement by 1 weekend, or she didn't choose Florida, oh, I'm gonna be sick.
My prediction is like the last night.
The
like
last
in Canada.
I'll let her do the last night.
Yeah, for sure. Z.
But if she just does it in a random like little oh,
No.
Taylor, I'm in your walls. I'm sorry.
I'm in your walls.
I love Rep. Yeah, Rep is what got me into you. We literally just
No. Oh, her and the whole car. I was like, "Oh, so Nalini, what's your favorite Rep album? Kennedy, what's your favorite Taylor album?" They're like Rep. I was
Rep.
like, "Oh,
This is a Rep car.
No,
I said,
literally.
like, this is a Rep family. We don't play. Don't blame me. Dress.
oh, dress." That's my song.
So it
So it
goes.
goes.
What y'all know about that song? Y'all don't play that. Y'all don't know that song like
King
I know
of My
that
Heart?
song. Y'all don't know. But one song that I have claimed, and y'all can't take that away from me, is False God. Y'all don't know False God like I know False God. I'm actually sick to my stomach the way y'all paid that song dust. And until it was in the summer I turned pretty, y'all were like, oh my god, I love this song. No! That is my song.
Morgan put me on down.
So good. And the trumpets.
The sax, like, yeah, diva.
That song is literally like if I was in love, like I'm the West Village. Like, you should be in love with me because
No.
I'm the West Village. Like, that's your favorite city. I'm New York City. Like, that's your. Don't piss me off. Anyways, a little tangent on that real quick because those songs I love down.
It was just
So good. It was so much fun. Afterwards, I tried to escape traffic, go the opposite direction, get us Wendy's. Oh, brother.
I was writing notes before and I was like, and Morgan's like, I'm scared. This Wendy's trip? False god, diva. That was your last. This Wendy's? I didn't introduce her.
Say that again.
Guys. Tell me why it was some like wrong.
No, because when I pulled up into the drive-thru and I was like, "Hey, can I get this?" Blah blah blah. He didn't. He was
This
like
is the
not
cashier.
listening to me. He was not listening, and he also didn't ask me what drink I wanted. I was like, "Okay, and I want a Sprite with that as well." Like, I know how it goes. Like, I kind of frequent Wendy's. Like, that's my go-to, and I'm just like, I have to do your job for you right now. What are you talking about? And I was like, I'm like, make sure you got our freaking order right. Because I'm hungry. I told y'all. And
She was so
I'm hungry. And I'm like, yo, you better make sure you have my order right now. Because I'm not playing. I am not playing. And he was playing games. And them in the back, Kennedy and Kim, are annoying as hell. Being like, but that's not even the worst part. Because we're like giving everybody like, ordering out like everything that we have to do. Oh, one sec. Oh my god. Everything that we have to do, I'm like giving it to everyone. And then we forgot the straw and we also didn't have any sauces. So I'm like, I'll go back again. And then them apparently, what was the vibes? Like, they were saying there was some vibes going on, but I wasn't feeling anything.
Morgan's brushing past all of this because she's in an anger. Oh, let's turn it back and let's turn it slow.
Turn it back.
There was okay, so we were all excited. Me and Kennedy are keying. That's my girl, please. Okay, why does Kennedy rule kind of outside? Sorry.
I beg to differ, but
No, Morgan and Kennedy, like, those are my girls. Like, those are literally queens. I love it. Girl, that's my girl. That's my girl. So we're keying in the back. And Morgan is like, she's mad. Like, you can tell she's mad. Like, my friend's hungry. Like, and like from the beginning, like she's wanted food and like being like, I'm hungry, my stomach hurts. And obviously like during the show, like this lady was almost had to be put on a stretcher. So we're like, let's go to Wendy's. And I'm like kind of excited because I'm like, I haven't been to Wendy's. This is not my tea. But this is like a rule thing. They love Wendy's. Okay. So we pull up, I see Cinnabon. I'm like, period. And then I just don't even think about what I actually want to order. I'm just thinking about Cinnabon. And then Morgan's like, Morgan's trying to order. This man is not picking up any single of her words. Like, it's actually so funny. And Nalini and her are like cutting up because they're like, she's literally, Morgan turns to her and is like, can he just not hear me or what? She's like, can I have a large something? And he's like, what? He's like, a large?
oh
What?
my gosh.
And she's like, she literally comes, she's like, what's going on with this guy? Like, she's literally so mad. And you could tell the guy's kind of keying on the other side. Like, I feel like he was doing that shit on purpose. Because Morgan's like, okay, so what do you want, Kim? And I'm like, okay, just give me like the Dave's combo. And she's like, can I just get the Dave's combo? He's like, what? And she's like, wait, what do you want? I'm like, just a hamburger with some stuff on it.
I've never heard of that because I don't really get like burgers from there unless like $5 Biggie Bag. And so I was like looking for what it was. It was number 1 and I was like, oh, Dave's. And he was like, huh? And I was like, is that not a thing? Like, why is he acting like he doesn't know what this is? I'm just like, can you please? Like, why are you not listening? I was just annoyed. Like, I obviously wasn't rude. I wasn't rude to him because I'm not like rude to like service workers people. But I was just like,
She was just turning around being like, what is going on?
Is he deaf? Like, I'm deaf, but is he not hearing what I'm trying to say? And I literally had to be like, oh my god.
And she's like, what do you want to drink? I'm like, Coke. And she's like, Coke? And he's like, what? Like, literally, she's not hearing. But, like, it was so funny. This woman pulls up to the second window, and this guy is cheesing hard as hell from the window. And he's, like, giving us our food. And he just gives it all to us in one bag. Like, it's not separated by meal. It's like 15 fries, 15 burgers.
2-3 bags. It's just like, here. I'm like, okay, we have to like go through and see who's for what.
Was there something going on with your card or something? There was like a weird altercation with
No,
your card, right?
I didn't know if I wasn't sure if I'd got my card back, which I wouldn't
Oh.
have been surprised if he didn't remember to give me my card back. So I was like making sure. I was like, did I get it back?
No, she's
Just
like,
to make
did I get my
sure.
card back or what? Like, she was literally like,
Kim is dramaticizing it.
I'm telling you, like, she was mad as fuck, and this guy was, he was literally, I was telling Kennedy, he was purposely, like, getting her riled up, like, and he was, like, cheesing. I swear. I don't, ask Nalini, ask the Kennedy, ask the girls, like, I was literally calling him, like, why does he kind of want her right now? And then we pull up to eat this food. We pull up to eat this food, and I'm literally like, oh, like,
Kim doesn't have a straw.
Kennedy and Wendy's man sitting in a tree, Kissing. Yeah, we have to go get the straw, and I'm like, this man filled up the Coke. There was no air in there. Like, I literally had to suck from the fucking straw hole, because I couldn't put a straw in there, otherwise you would have killed Kennedy. Like, if I stuck a straw in there, Kennedy would have been taken away by a tsunami of Coke. It was just so comical. Oh my god, Morgan turns around and is like, can I just get some straws and some sauce?
Can I just get some sauce? And there's like recommendations. There's requests from the people. Ketchup, ranch, barbecue. So I'm like, I'm just like the Chick-fil-A amount, like 2 of each maybe. Why do I at home have a bag of ketchup, ranch, barbecue, and a little bit of honey mustard? A bag.
He wanted her
all
so
of these
bad.
sauces. And inside, you can't forget the little business.
Yes, that's what I said. Literally, he had like 15 business cards. Okay,
He just threw them into the bags.
Literally forgot the straw, but still gave us the business cards. I was like, Morgan, he literally gave you his number. Like, call him.
Yeah, for business that I will not be giving, I fear.
For love.
Oh, brother.
That
That is
was
not
literally-
my false god.
No, it was enemies to lovers down. Me and Kennedy were like, and she was like, Kennedy was like, wait, what's your favorite enemies to lovers storyline? Like, we were thinking, we're like,
Oh
this
my
is something fertile is happening here, and we need to sow the
Something
oats.
sinister.
Something very good and beautiful that Morgan just doesn't want to know.
Sinister.
Guys, it was actually so funny. It was like the perfect end to the night.
Yeah, it was funny, but I was just like hungry, wanting to go home, getting sick. Kennedy and I both had school the next day. Like, our parents were not about to let us not go to school.
Wait, did she go to school the next day? Yeah, she was like, I think I can
She
get out
was
of
like
it.
an hour late though, but because she left when I was leaving, so. But yeah, we were both going to school. And my teacher, because I'm really close with the teacher that I have, she was like, when I walked in like 5 minutes late, she was like, you're the one person I was expecting not to be here today.
Period.
She thought that I was like not gonna go because I literally just went to Arrow. So I was like, no, Diva, like, I got you. I'm
clock
here.
in.
Yeah. But that's the end of the night. Like, literally me driving home, falling asleep. I'm just kidding. No, I was very vigilant because I feel like whenever I spend like late nights at Kim's and I have to drive home at like 11, 12, like when I'm driving, I'm like low-key falling asleep.
Wow.
But when
I'm
I
not
was
surprised.
with y'all, I was like, I can't kill these people. Like, I can't. This is not good. So I was pretty good. I feel like I
Yeah.
drove pretty good.
Because Morgan, throughout the night, even though she'd be complaining about Kennedy, like, that's her sister. Like, she was really taking, like, I was, like, kind of, like, getting emotional because she's, like, so, like, sweet with Kennedy. And she's like, I can't leave the merch line. Like, I have to get this shirt for Kennedy. And I was like, if it's not my sister, I'd be like, girl, F her. No, and she was, like, checking after Kennedy the whole night and, like, holding her hand crossing the street. It was really sweet, y'all. Girl, I'm not trying to act cold. Nah, like there's some. That's why
Yeah,
Morgan's trying to
sure,
deny the
whatever.
love. She's trying to deny the love between Kennedy and Wendy's.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Nor. But yeah.
What a night.
What a night. That was such a long day, honestly.
That's why we've been talking for an hour.
Oh yeah, we're sorry, y'all. We'll cut it now. Bye.
Imagine.
Cuts. Yeah.
But yeah, somehow we're still friends.
No, like Eris was not a bad experience at all. We were just like trauma bonding over the long line, the rain. That was it. We've been through worse.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't had a fight yet because everything bad has happened has been like external forces on us.
Yeah.
So we just kind of have to like take it, and we're both like really stubborn, so it works out. It's fine.
Yeah. But
What a day.
yeah, that was like one of the longest days ever. But it was so much fun. Thank you, Taylor. You were literally the entire just
How does she do it for 3.5 hours?
I know, and
I was tired.
consecutively, like 3 days a week, back to back.
No.
Oh my gosh, her and
Yeah,
her
no.
dancers and her band traveling so much, doing that performance for the people.
And she does those outfit changes quick. I thought it was 3.5 hours, and there was like significant breaks.
No,
It's back.
quick.
She does not play.
Mm-mm.
And I was tired, and I was just standing there like, hey. No, girl. I don't know how she does it, but props to you, queen.
It was really good. Anyways, thank you so much. Like, Taylor, if you want to get us the blue crew neck, that'd be really nice. I'd like a medium.
I like a medium too. Don't even worry
Yes,
about it. We'll
thank
make
you.
it easy.
Get a small for my sister and a medium for Nalini. You just have to get us 4.
Don't even worry about it.
Thank you. We love you so much. But yeah, that's it for this episode. We've been yapping long enough.
Thank you for listening.
Yes, we hope you enjoy, and we will see you next time.
Yes.
Yes!
Woo!
Bye.